Children, how are you? I hope you all are fine and utilizing that time properly to study. Today we'll do lesson 4 and the name of the chapter is Five Children and It. Actually, children, it is an extract. It is an extract from the novel written by Edith Nesbit, who was an English poet and an author. Poet and author means the author, why? Just because she has written many novels and stories, and the poet just because she has written poems also. She published her book for children under the name of E. Nesbit. She wrote more than 60 books for the children. She wrote books for this like fantasy and magic in which normal children come across an unusual characters or the event. So basically the chapter which we are going to read, it is an extract from the novel Five Children and It. Extract means a small piece of writing from the novel. So the story goes like this. Cyril, Anthea, Robert, Jane and the baby called the lamb, they live in London. These are the name of five children who used to live in London. But their parents take them to stay in the countryside during the summer. But their parents, they used to take them to the countryside. Countryside means the land and the scenery of the rural area. You can say to the village. Countryside was wonderful for the children who were used to rows of dull grey houses in dull grey streets with nowhere to go. So as soon as they had come to know that their parents were about to take them to countryside, they were very happy. However, their father had to go away on business and their mother had to go away too. Just because in the city where they used to live in London, the mother and the father, they were busy with their work. Cook and Martha look after them, but the children quickly grow bored. They used to get bored of them. One day, they decided to go outside and build a sand castle in a big gravel pit. So one day what they have decided, they'll go out and they'll dig a big gravel pit. What is big gravel pit with children? A place where gravel is dug out. What is gravel? It is a collection of small pieces of rocks used in laying roads. So while digging, they come across a strange creature. And while they were playing on the sand and making a sand castle, what they had seen? They had seen a very strange creature. Read on to find out about their amazing adventure. Now in this chapter, we'll study what adventure they have found after they were making a sand castles in a big gravel pit. It's alive, Anthea screamed. Help, it will get away. And all of a sudden there was a scream from Anthea. What did she say? She said, it is alive. What have you found? Demanded Robert. A rat. And then all of a sudden then Robert asked, what did you found? Is it a rat? Then what did perhaps it is a snake, said Jane, shuddering. And then from other side Jane said, I think it is a snake. No, said Anthea. But Anthea said, no, neither it is a rat nor it is a snake. It's too big for a rat and too furry for a snake. And then she added, it is too big for a rat and too furry for a snake. Furry, scary. It's got two hands, it's got hands and feet, and it spoke to me. And then she added to it, it is too big like a rat and too furry for a snake. And what it has other than that, it has got hands and feet, and above to all, it spoke to me in the manner we speak to each other. Leave me alone, said a husky voice, making them all back jump, and their hearts jumped nearly as far as they did. And all of a sudden then they heard a husky sound. Husky sound means the voice that was very low and rough. And what did the voice said? Voice said, leave me alone. And as soon as they heard it, they jumped back just because they got scared. Please, please, please come out, Anthea said into the hole. I wish you would. And then Anthea requested the creature, please come out of the hole. Turn children, page number 34. Oh well, it's that your wish, said the voice, and out of the hole wriggled a fat, furry brown creature. And then what did the voice say? If it is your wish that if you want me to come out of the hole, okay, I'm about to come. It was about the size of a large cat, but with the arms, legs, feet, and hands like a monkey's. And then slowly it came out of a hole. And what was the size of that creature? Just like a large cat. But along with the large cat, what it had? It had arms, legs, feet, and hands like a monkey. And long whiskers. Whiskers means the mustaches sort of things. And pointed ears like a bat. And the ear of the creature was like a bat. Its eyes were on stalk like a snail's horn, and it could stretch or shorten them. And the eyes of the creature were on the stalk. Can we take it home? Asked Jane. And then what did the Jane ask? Jane asked, can we take it home? The creature turned its long stalk eye to take a good look at her. And all of a sudden, then the creature looked at her. Does she always talk nonsense? And then the creature asked her, does she always talk nonsense? What rubbish she is saying? She does not mean that, said Anthea gently. And then Anthea added to creature, no, she did not mean that. She said it like that only. We won't hurt you, don't be afraid. And then Anthea said to creature, don't worry, we are not here to harm you. She is saying like that only. Afraid, repeated creature indignantly. And then again like a creature, it repeated the word. What are you saying? I am afraid. Don't you know? Samid, when you see one. Don't you know a Samid when you see one? And then it asked them, don't you know the Samid? And then it asked the children. It asked them, you are asking me that I am afraid. Don't you know the Samid? Who is Samid, children? They are the fairy of sand. A Samid, repeated Anthea. And then Anthea repeated the word Samid. What's that? Then she asked, what is this? What is Samid? A sand fairy in English, it said crossly. And then it said, it is a sand fairy. Now go away. It wriggled down into the sand again, and then again it went back to the sand. Please don't go, cried Robert. You are the most wonderful thing I have seen. And then all of a sudden Robert cried out, and he requested it not to go, just because he found it a wonderful creature which he had not seen before. The sand fairy smoothed its long rat-like whisper and smiled. And then it got pleased and it smiled at him. How long have you been here? Asked Robert. And then Robert asked it, how long you have been here? Ages, said the Samid. Thousands of years. And then the creature, the Samid, it added that for thousands of years I am here. Where are the other Samids? Asked Robert. And then further, Robert, what did the Robert ask? Where are the other Samids? The Samid head and whiskers drooped. And then all of a sudden, the head and the whisker, it drooped down. It is a very sad story. And then it started a story. The children used to build castles on the beach for us to live in. Then it started that the children used to come here and they used to build castles on the beach for us to live in. But they would dig moats. Moats means very deep holes. And that nasty sea would rush in. And when they used to dig big moats, the nasty sea used to rush in. Wasn't that fun? Asked Cyril. And then in between, the Cyril interrupted and then it asked, wasn't that fun? Fun, said the Samid. We are delicate creatures. Then the creature, it added that we are very delicate. We are very sensitive. If we get wet, we catch a cold and die. What did it added? It added that we are very sensitive, we are very delicate, and if at all we get wet, we catch a cold and it can make us die. So there were fewer and fewer of us now. And then that is why only few are left on the earth and then it said goodbye to them. Please stay, said the children, and Jane added, can you grant us wish like a real fairy? And then the children requested it. When it said goodbye, children said, no, please don't go. Please stay for some more time. Then all of a sudden, Jane, what did he ask? He said, can you also grant us a wish like a real fairy? Then it asked, can you also give us can you also fulfill our wish? I just did, it said. You wished I would come out, and I did. He said, what did the creature said? You did not realize I fulfilled your wish. You wanted me to come out of the hole, and I am out. You did not realize, but yes, I fulfilled your wish. Oh, please, can we have another one? Asked Jane. And then Jane further asked, okay, I understand that you have fulfilled our first wish, but can we demand for one more wish? If you must, it said grumpily, but hurry up about it. And then it said, okay, है ना, although I'm not in a mood to stay here anymore to fulfill your other wish, but if you really want, you need to make it fast.